Hello. In this video I'd like to explain the British marking system. Now, if you are an undergraduate student, you can get a wide range of marks. And these marks are usually given in percentages. But percentages don't necessarily mean that marks will be out of 100. So let's have a look at what different marks mean. If you get anything like 70 or above, you have actually reached a first, so an A or a really, really good mark. Anything between 60 and 69% would be a 2-1 or an upper second. Between 50 and 59% would be a lower second or a 2-2. Between 40 and 49%, well, it's a third, it's a pass. You've still passed, you haven't failed. Well, most things below 40% are generally fails. But you can see I put a little star there because it doesn't always mean that you fail when you gain less than 40%. Right. It really depends on your university system. So in principle you would fail at less than 40%, but here at UWE we've got a 35% rule, which generally means that if you gain a mark between 35 to 39%, you can always even that out with a better mark elsewhere on your module. And it's really worth checking your academic regulations just to make sure that you get it all right. Now, the best mark in the world. Would you be sad if you gained 70%? Well, 70% is a first, so it's excellent. Anything above 80% is usually publishable. So aiming for 100% is almost impossible. And here I'm just giving you a little screenshot of comments we gave for a project that gained 80%. And it really said, it's a very good project, well documented, very good detail, very impressive data. It basically said further below that this is publishable. So the best mark in the world, probably not 100%, but anything above 70 is absolutely excellent. At postgraduate level, let's have a look at marks there. Now, if you're an MA student, if you are studying for your MA, if you gain anything above 70%, you will reach a distinction. So that's what we call a first at MA level. Above 60%, it is called a merit. Anything above 50% is a pass. And below 50% is a fail. But again, the same issues as with undergraduate students arise here. You may want to check your academic regulations just to make sure that this really is a fail, or if there are other ways around the whole mark. Now, for PhD students, it's even a bit simpler. For PhD students, well, sometimes at a Viva we award the PhD directly, but what mostly happens is that PhD students get some sorts of comments, and these can be minor revisions or major revisions. Sometimes students are given a month to do their revision, sometimes they're given a year, sometimes they have to resit their Viva. There have even been cases where students failed a PhD, but that is very rare. So again, in this case, check your academic regulations just to make sure that you get it right. Now, this is it. Thank you very much for listening.